Welcome, 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 welcome to this special rock and roll with yours truly, Rainbow Dragon. Rainbow Dragon, it is 6:36 p.m. EST in Montreal, Huck Island, and we're gonna tango rock and roll on a special rock and roll rainbow edition. Groceries, flyers on the list, shopping on a budget on this yours truly independent artist, athlete, activist, AAA plus other dimensions. We are going to check the flyers, check the flyers, check the flyers, accustom ourselves with the flyers. So I got this idea due to being in the parallel to in the news. If you haven't checked the news, it has been lately and it is ongoing today that the three CEOs of the top grocery stores in Canada, of course, North America, here in La Belle Province, Quebec, were questioned, grilled by members of the parliament in Canada yesterday, Wednesday, for a few hours about the inflation, about the prices, and about the paradox of the increase of prices and the paradox of the record profits during COVID and even this today, even record profits as I'm speaking that still been reporting record profits. So they were grilled yesterday with questions, a lot of questions that were answered in a different manners, unexpected, and of course some expected XYZ. You can check it for yourself. It's available on YouTube. How much profit is too much? One of the question was, how much profit is too much? Well, it's of course a question of morality or ethics and whatever we have. And of course, I don't play it self-righteous. You know, Rainbow Dragon doesn't play it self-righteous. I would love to afford a bacon, but I got bacon. I bought it half price. So I still have for the Sabbath weekend, which is ongoing. But of course, I always myself try to stay balanced between the lower self and the higher self and the middle self. I stay mostly in the middle, 1 foot a little bit in the lower and the higher, try to stay in the middle. But of course, we have these elements of ourselves which are more motivated by more selfish reasons, which sometimes we gotta admit, and we have to try to be in the middle and try to also be charitable and of course do charity, which I'm asking the CEOs of Loblaw's, Metro, and of course Empire Company, which were grilled yesterday. Several questions, a lot of questions were asked of them in regards to the grocery store prices and the inflation, and of course what's been happening during COVID, and of course the record profits which they have been making, and of course supposedly a lot of corporations across North America who sell food in grocery stores and of course wholesales. We're talking about big corporations who are of course sometimes subsidiaries of holding companies and of course of financial conglomerates, and of course they have the parent company, and of course sometimes we don't even are not aware of these matters. I'm going to give an examples. I was checking, of course I was having some candy the other day, and I checked and I didn't know. I checked the labels, where it's made, where it's produced, the calories, the whatever have you. I said, huh, how curious. I did not know that this company was actually owned by a bigger company. And it's written small, small, small. This company is part of X, whatever corporation case may be, of the corporate state of corporate entity, which of course is the whole proprietor, of course, how the financial structure is made, that sometimes we're not aware that certain grocery stores or certain goods, certain products, be it chocolate bars or candies or whatever it is, may case may be, that if you look on the label and you do a little bit of financial commercial research, economics, you see that, hey, this company, I had no idea. I've been buying this company, this chocolate or candy or whatever the good may be, different goods, whatever it is, was actually owned by a bigger corporation. Sometimes it's written small. This is a propriety or trademark or XYZ of XYZ, such as was the case with a candy. And I was like, huh, I had no idea that this was the case with this particular brand of goodies and goods and whatever have you. So today's gonna be a special. We're gonna check the flyers. I got $40, $40, $40 to last me for 22 days. It is March 9th. Of course, I'm grateful. I am grateful, thankful that my rent is paid. I am grateful, thankful that my electricity bill is paid. Grateful, thankful my electricity bill is paid, rent is paid, and of course, grateful, thankful that I got this cup of coffee. And of course, as always, you know, rock and roll, the people's athlete, the people's activist, the people's athlete, activist and artist, AAA plus other dimensions to this trinity is gonna thank and bless the farmers, farmers from La Belle Province. Blessings to the farmers first, because everybody gotta eat. Even Wall Street, I said everybody gotta eat. Even Wall Street, yeah, I said it. Everybody gotta eat. Even Wall Street. Yeah, I said it. I will say it again. Everybody gotta eat. Even Wall Street. Please, 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 Wall Street, if you made $1 million today on the stock market 2 hours ago when it closed, or if you could make $1 million on the stock market tomorrow, Friday, last day, or next week, please give 10% of that 1 million, give it to charity, make it 10% of $1 million, do the math, train the brain. Equivalents to 100,000, which is 10% of $1 million. You can divide it by 4, give 25,000 for food security, 25,000 for environmental issues, causes 25,000 for women's sports leagues, and 25,000 for environmental causes, Planet Tree for every 3 LGBTQ services. But first and foremost, for food security is super important for a charity such as myself. Of course, grateful, thankful. I'm gonna get some bread. I got a little pieces of cheese left over, and I'm grateful, thankful for this cup of coffee. I'm grateful, thankful for every day. And of course, I'm going to thank the farmers, butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, truckers. Because if I would have a syndicated, non-syndicated, blah, 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 radio show or whatever have you, television shows, I'm doing live stream on Facebook and will be posted on YouTube. There's no way that an hour would not pass that yours truly, Rainbow Dragon, the people's athlete, the people's artist, the people's activist, AAA plus other dimensions, universal geopolitical analyst and theories, that would not thank the farmers, truckers, butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, grocery store clerks, firefighters, public security workers, all involved in the production and the distribution of food, calling all to support my dream and the implementation of my trinity of theories, the CIT, Citizen Integration Theory, DRT, Debt Fusion Theory, and the Democratic Fusion Theory, that trinity of theories to be implemented via the fourth dimension, and that fourth dimension is LOV. Matter of fact, the main message is with consent. Hug like you never hugged before today. My Habs beloved gonna play some hockey town here, Montreal, Canada. Habs gonna go on the ice. Please, please, please. Not only the Habs Montreal players, but the owners of all, I'm gonna say, patriarchal sports leagues. NFL, NHL, NBA, MLB, National Basketball Association, National Hockey League, NFL, National Football League, MLB, Major League Baseball. Please, players and owners, give 10% for food security. Make it also for women's sports leagues and environmental causes. But food security is super important. Everybody got to eat across North America. Please, please, please. You're making millions. You got 7 houses, 7 cars. You don't need another one. I admit I'm not totally selfless. I'm a pro-labor, universal revolutionary centrist. I firmly believe in my trinity of theories for the North American civilizational complex, aka the collective North American civilizational complex, or also known as the collective North American civilization, which is, of course, my theory as being an independent geopolitical analyst and theorist, an independent geopolitical analyst and theorist who's also not perfect, far from it. Does not play self-righteous. I do lust. I do have some issues, some vices, and try to stay in the middle, balanced. I wish I could afford a better, bigger place than my underground room office and temple, but I'm grateful for it. It's better than when I was living before. Struggled with chronic illness, real chronic illness, and precarious employment. Struggling artist where with 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot in the libraries. In the past years, I've healed, and I'm healing to get as I'm speaking. And cannot stress enough to all listening or none or 0 or 1, blah blah blah, the importance to work out, to train, and to exercise. Have been and will call for the mass financing, public-private partnership. 3 CEOs of Empire, all corporations, institutions, and organizations. Please, brother Mark Zuckerberg, my brother Elon Musk, my astrological brother Bill Gates, Scorpio. Please mass finance our citizens to work out, to train, and to exercise. Cannot stress enough for myself. It has been, is, and will continue to be my medicine and therapy of choice. To work out, to train, and to exercise. Adopt my philosophy. The body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. How do we invest in the body? By working out, by training, and by exercising. I cannot stress enough the importance for regular physical exercise. It has been, is, and will continue to be my medicine and therapy of choice. Do push-ups, do hugs, do squats, go for a march, go for a walk, do 50 push-ups, do 100 push-ups, do my workout, which I've created back in, of course, October 2019. I've created my own workout training program, which I've done hundreds of workout videos right in this underground room office and temple. I've lost more than 77 pounds. I came out of depression. I've conquered depression. And of course, I'm no longer suicidal. But I've been through hell and back. I'm still financially struggling at the moment, open for business, blah, 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 tra la, blah, 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 blah. You want to commission the independent artist, athlete, and activist, an hour with Dragon, open for business. This Facebook is, of course, for business. My Adrian Hunter Dragon's business, an independent artist, activist, and athlete, and YouTube, and strictly for business and for pleasure and for purpose, to get better pays for the workers and more services for the joy and prosperity and rejuvenation and insurance of security and prosperity for the collective North American civilization first and foremost. My theories are, of course, for the North American integration and prosperity and collective defense, defense only, defense and security and service. I firmly believe in my Trinity of theories for the creation of the two complementary covenant and cooperative institutions. The DRT, debt refusion theory, first, which I first and foremost has to be implemented. And of course, once we implement it, we can institutionalize the two public-private partnership institutions, which I'm calling the creation, and all to support the PPP, public-private partnership. Everything that I fundamentally do as a artist, athlete, and activist, Triple A plus other dimensions is a public and a private partnership. And yes, I'm 1/7 comedian, 1/7 comedian, 1/7. I'm not perfect, far from it. I firmly believe, with all the imperfections and the flaws of character that I do have and do admit, I'm not perfect. I'm not totally selfless. Even though I'm a universal spiritual teaching student, I don't pretend and self-righteous that I'm totally selfless. I have a little bit of selfish side. I wish more bacon. I want to afford a bottle of wine, which I couldn't afford. It was $26. I had to buy 3 ones for 1/3 of that same price. I wanted to blah 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 la la tra. I wish I could afford a massage therapy session. Cannot afford a massage therapy session, but I'm grateful, thankful that my rent's paid, electricity bill is paid, and I have hot water so I can take a bath. Immerse for a bath, substitute for that massage therapy session. Rock and roll, grateful for this cup of coffee. Thank you again, farmers, 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 because everybody got to eat, even Wall Street. Farmers, potato farmers, crop farmers, all farmers in all fruits, vegetables, dairy, pork, who raise the cattle, the beef, the pork. Thank you for the from La Belle Province, Quebec, and of course from Canada, coast to coast, the farming, coast to coast, Quebec, La Belle Province, and Canada, and for of course USA, as I was born in the United States of America twice in past lives, and of course for Mexico, because I firmly believe my theories to be at this point in time where we are geopolitically, with everything that's going on in the East and in the West, and thus we constitute a collective North American civilization, aka North American civilizational complex, that my trinity of theories is best at this point for the implementation, for the public-private partnership to create the two new covenant, cooperative and covenant and complementary institutions of the North American defense only and strictly and only for defense and only for defense ocean to ocean, and of course for security and services with consent, hygiene, mutual understanding, and level services to be offered by this new institution that I'm calling all to support as a public and private partnership in complementary with a purpose and pleasure institution, the North American integrated dance league, aka the Dancing Goddess Army of yours truly, Adrian Hanna. Dragon is the androgynous pansexual founder of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Kingdom, which is my dream, manifesting for the rebirth, rejuvenation, and insurance of liberty and prosperity for first and foremost the collective North American civilization for the 21st century. I firmly believe there are fresh new ideas and energies which got to be channeled and sublimated, such I stress my brothers the importance, cannot stress enough the importance to work out, to train, and to exercise. I admit I have some aggression in me. For the past years, I channel and sublimate it. I channel and sublimate. I channel and I sublimate. Two key words of my philosophy is channeling and sublimating into constructive actions, activities such as working out, training, and exercising, such as doing push-ups, hog squats, marching, or XYZ art, whatever the case may be. Grateful, thankful for this cup of coffee. We're gonna rock and roll. So yesterday, an unprecedented event took place in North America, Canada, in the Parliament. The three CEOs and executives of Metro Inc., Empire Company, and Loblaw companies were, of course, questioned by several members of Parliament, of which you can see the 93-minute or so video of the questioning, which I'm going to take a look at. I watched a little bit I watched about 44 minutes, so maybe half of it. I watched like half of it. Watched even half. I have to watch it half and think again and meditate. I am nonetheless calling in a non-sectarian, non-dogmatic manner as I can apply those principles. Please, the CEOs of not only Empire Company and Metro Inc. Company and Loblaw Company, all the CEOs of Quebec, Canada, La Belle Province, and North American Civilizational Complex, and all multi-millionaires and millionaires today, March 9 by tomorrow, please mass finance food security. I give the workers some raises. Myself, I'm open for business for the workers. I can do discounts, rock and roll, working out, training, and exercising, and of course, do whatever complimentary rock and roll, or even comedy or philosophy, or rock and roll poetry sessions. I'm myself open for business. I am financially struggling, but of course, I am rich, wealthy, and affluent in kisses, first and foremost. Got trillions of kisses. You heard that correct. Got trillions of kisses. credited from the forgotten goddess, of which if I want to build something, a temple, I want to build the temple for the forgotten goddess temple, and that will be the only name. The forgotten goddess temple, which I got a few pages to document to be simple rituals and gratitude and thankfulness to Mother Nature and civilization. And of course, that's part of the work, ongoing work, which I'm calling also part of the DGA Dancing Goddess Army to attain harmony between civilization and nature. It is an ongoing part of my brothers and sisters. I'm a pro-labor universal revolutionary centrist. I believe in the 21st century insurance of liberty and freedom is also a double-edged sword. It can be dangerous because it meant much by, of course, responsibility and duties and obligations. Right now, I'm in my underground room office and temple. I can turn everything off, shut off the lights, everything, and of course, I can get naked, start dancing naked on Madonna's music, the Gashi 69 music, or whatever, Rihanna music or techno music, trance music, whatever the case may be. Price for the workers is a million for that one naked dance. And gonna give half to my anonymous sister of every million being trend that I do. And no way, my brothers, I'm minus in the bank. I'm owe $10,000, so I'm in debt $10,000. I'm in debt $10,000. I'm in debt $10,000 to the RBC Royal Bank of Canada. But no way that if I would have a million now, that would not finance. First and foremost, it would have to be my anonymous friend, sister friend. I'll be first and foremost. My first charity or offering for business because she deserves a good business as well, being the best anonymous English speaker I ever heard. Way better than yours truly, little clit dick dim dick lit dim dick. Got a small hands, tiny feet, and you got that out of the way again. I got that out of the way so many times. Not perfect, far from it. Sometimes we gotta use humor and comedy, but action is required. Part of the blah 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 and the philosophy and the theory. Action is also required. Pro labor universal revolutionary socialist. I believe the implementation of my Trinity of theories, the DRT first, the death refusion theory for the collective North American civilization is what is needs to be done. Calling on the Bank of Canada, my astrological brother, Scorpio, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, all small business, medium business, big business, the three CEOs which were grilled yesterday, Empire Company CEO and executive, Loblaw Company executive, CEO, Metro Company executive and CEO, and of course Janet Yellen from Federal Reserve, my brothers and sisters in Mexico for the collective North American civilization, the DRT. We secure coast to coast, border to border, and have a new institution, a public private partnership to be for defense only and solely for the collective North American civilization, for the North American civilizational complex, and for emergency responses, and to be coast to coast. I encourage people to work out, train, exercise, and be of service. Be some service, some service. So we have a lot of work, myself included, my room office and temple. Still have cleaning to do my own self. I'm not perfect. Working out, training, and exercising. Now we're gonna go for the flyers. Again, thank you, farmers. Let's do a meditation for the farmers now. They need some loving across Canada, Quebec, farmers from Quebec, La Belle Province, Canada, coast to coast, Mexico, North America, all North Americans unite, and of course, the truckers, maybe thousands of truckers, hundreds, tens, going now from Montreal, east, west, north, south, Canada, coast to coast, La Belle Province, all the way from Mexico, coming to Canada, going from Canada to Mexico with goods, avocados, potatoes, all the milk, the bacon that's being transported, all the goods to fill all the grocery stores across the supply chains across North America, from the production, the farmers. Thank you, bless you. Big dragon hugs, and of course from Mexico, Canada, United States. Let's do meditation on maybe they're driving, they need a massage therapy session, which themselves they cannot afford. If we have on the floor when we have the public-private partnership Dragon Army, we can offer those services with consent and hygiene, all services to be offered by the Dragon Army. That is my call for the creation of the public-private partnership to be integrated with all institutions and organizations to build something new. Myself, I say I died during COVID. A lot of also literally because I had COVID 3 times back in February 2020. I was very sickle and disease. It was like death, pestilence, and disease, and nothing that I want to go back to pre-COVID. It's sometimes we have that psychological tendencies. We say I was better, but we go through pain, through suffering. I was better, but then we come to another realization to adopt new energies and new forces. Not just, I'm not referring just to LGBTQ sexual liberation, although that's part of it. That's part of it. Myself, it's been a few years that I'm in the open, being pansexual and part of the LGBTQ community. Many are in the closet. Many are gonna play multi-millionaire players tonight in the NHL. Come out by midnight, if not tomorrow. Whatever, blah blah blah, tra la. They are. I understand. I've lost myself, economic, financial, commercial, money. Right? It's not always all about the money. Right? It's not always all about the money. It's not always. We have to ensure freedom to move forward, some joy and some energy, some vitality, some new lights and new energy, which you gotta receive. And I believe for the 21st century, my Trinity of theories implemented via the fourth dimension, LOVE, love. And love is also action. That it is what's required, part of the solution. Coast to coast, ocean to ocean, North America first. The collective North American civilization. Yes, I am a world peace advocate. I have a universal heart. But we have a lot of cultural, geopolitical state elements that are still different, right? We're working towards a new world order, and myself, my theories are for a new world order to move. And if we are to replace war, you have to channel and sublimate the aggression. Sports is a major factor of that channeling and sublimating of aggression, right? It's part of it. Myself, I admit I have some aggression in me. Channel and sublimate. Sure, I've been a POS, I've been a piece of shit, I've been angry, moody, upset, XYZ, and XYZ. I said I died during COVID. I triple vaccinated, died during COVID, and nothing that I want to go back to. So I'm calling all, from the poor, rich, affluent, economically, financially, from BlackRock, Mr. Fing, Wall Street, to financially struggling artists such as myself, to support the implementation of my Trinity theories as a pro-labor universal revolutionary centrist, to break us towards the impasses which we are facing, for the youth, for the children, to grow in a freer, more free, more secure, more healthy, in all aspects, mind, body, and spirit. Again, cannot stress enough the importance to work out, to train, and to exercise. It really has been, is, and will be my medicine and therapy of choice. Workout, train, exercise. Workout, train, exercise. Workout, train, exercise. And I am calling, and will call for them, continue to call for the mass financing across the collective North American civilization, aka the North American Civilizational Complex, for people to work out, to train, and to exercise. It truly is medicine and therapy. If we can mass financing via public-private partnership, the Dragon Army Public-Private Partnership Institution, to be integrated with all existing institutions and organizations. A public-private partnership. That's the call. New energies, new lights for all the things that we have, which in many ways are new. The internet, Facebook, social media, telecommunications. So yesterday, the grilling of the three executive directors, CEOs of Empire Company, Loblaws, and Metro happened, took place, occurred, unprecedented. They, of course, were asked on how come the paradox, which is the paradox, the record profits of these three big grocery store corporations are in a parallel with the ongoing prices, inflation, and shrinkflation. Shrinkflation basically is when and I've noticed it myself, for example, to give a concrete example, what I've noticed it, before I used to purchase a crackers was, they're imported. I checked the labels on the back and they were imported, but so also they travel. But they were from 300 grams to 275 grams. So a 25-gram reduction. So if you take 300 grams and 25 grams, it is about almost 10% reduction, because it's 30% would have been 10%, right? Of 300 divided by 10 is 30. 30 times 10 is 300 to get 10%. 10 times 10 is 100 to get the percentage. So 25 grams reduction is about 7.7, 7.77, something like that. Almost 8%, let's say, rounded up. Almost 8% shrinkflation. The weight. So that is shrinkflation. Plus inflation, the price is going up on the same goods, right? Which is affecting myself included. So I got $40, $40 as of 7 p.m. to last me until it's the 9th of March today. So if I start tomorrow, if I go for something to get something tomorrow, I'm gonna check the flyers now. If I get something tomorrow, it'll have to be 13.3 or 13 point, almost $13.40. So 13.3, 13.4, 13.3, 13.4, 13.3, 13.4. So in between 13.3 and $13.30 and $13.40. So somewhere in between 13.3 or 13.4, maybe in between, if it's divided. So if I have $40 to last me until March right? If today is the 9th, if it lasts me until March has 31 days, right? So tomorrow, Friday, tomorrow's the 10th, then it's going to be the 17th, the 24th, and the 31st. So from tomorrow starting, I got exactly 3 weeks. Friday to Friday, Friday to Friday, Friday to Friday. So I got exactly, from the 10th, I got 21 days, which is the equivalent of exactly 3 weeks if I go Friday to Friday, which I'm starting to do. So let's see what I would get. So we're going to check the flyers. Again, we're going to check the flyers together. What are the flyers saying? What can we do? And of course, now you have the application. You can do the app and you can check it online. You can check it online. You can check it online. But I received these flyers. So the first thing I saw right away, pop, 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 would be this. AIGA. 99 cents. 99 cents, 99 cents. Chunk light tuna for 99 cents. Chunk light tuna for 99 cents. Chunk light tuna for 99 cents. 170 grams net weight. And if it's drained, it's 120. So do the math. So from 170 to 120, 170 minus 120 is 50 grams difference. So you drain it, that means that it's about 50 grams of water, right? And you're trying to brain a bit. And with the water, see? So dolphins, I'm not perfect, far from it. And super advanced computers and satellites and microchips and antennas, all in a parallel life. In a parallel life, I'm a super scientist, no coding, or supercomputers, satellites, microchips, smartphones, antennas, everything to do with science, innovation, and technology. I'm a hybrid of Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg, and a fourth Crowleyan, Aleister Crowley, the greatest ever poet, in that parallel life, who's have been connected with and connected still, and I've been connecting a lot during COVID. And I get headaches from the millions of pages of information about science, technology, and supercomputers and ICBM rockets and microchips and satellites. I get headaches. Oh, this is too much science, innovation, and tech, too much technical stuff. And I send him my workout, and he says I get sore from it. I'm better at the mind stuff, the brain. It takes brains and muscle. It takes both to dance the tango. Brains and muscle it has taken for us to build, maintain, and upgrade civilization. Brothers and sisters, it takes two to tango. It still requires today brains and muscle for us to maintain or upgrade, hopefully upgrading more, better wages, environmental, more protection and harmony between civilization and nature. Thank you, hydro workers of the past, who since 1944 built more than 63 dams. I'm gonna offer credit, billions of hugs, big dragon, rainbow dragon hugs, big rainbow dragon hugs, big rainbow dragon hugs to the workers of the past, present, and futures of Hydro Quebec. 63 dams, power in a combination or multiple combination or few across this Belle Province, Quebec. All this electricity that I'm utilizing, it's clean, zero pollution, zero emission energy. I paid on the 1st of March, I paid my bill. Hydro-Quebec also gives about 5 or 6 now states in the U.S., maybe 6 by now. And of course, it's coming to Manhattan. It's going to go in Manhattan, even New York. The Manhattan Island is going to be a lot of power from Hydro-Quebec all the way. Right? It's going to be clean, zero pollution, zero emission. I'm going to bless Hydro-Quebec workers and institutions to build, in the next 7 years, to build 7 more dams. The next 7 years to build 7 more dams. Go Hydro-Quebec, go build 7 more dams in the next 7 years, right here in Quebec. La Belle Province, gonna give them credit since like to offer more than blah blah blah. Gonna give you big credit, millions, billions of hugs, and lots of clapping, lots of go. Dragon, go Hydro-Quebec. Go Hydro-Quebec. Go Hydro-Quebec. There'll be more dance for North America. Energy, collective North American civilization, security, defense solely and only for defense of the collective North American civilizational complex, aka the North American collective civilization. So 99 cents, I would definitely get a few of those. So if I have 13.3 or 13.4 dollars to spend from Friday to Friday, I mean I could get about maybe 3 of those, 3 or maybe even more of those. I will get 3 of those. That's only $10 left. Let's see what else here. So from this IGA, bacon pricey, $5.49 regular price. So this used to be regular price. It used to be what? I think $4.49 or $3.49 even. This used to be $3.49, I think. So it went up a lot, bacon. Now regular price is $5.49. Used to be $3.99 or $4.49. So it went up at least $1. I think $1.50, even $2 might have gone up, even $2 in the past in a year and a half. Anything else? Grapes $3.99. No. Tomatoes pound $2.99. I also look for this. It says produce. So when you see the Florida list here, that means it's products from Quebec. So I try to look products from Quebec, pork from Quebec, Quebec pork. So I try to look for the produits products from Quebec. Usually when I say local, I refer to North America mostly, but of course, local is from 44 kilometers away if I go for a good march and get myself some potatoes right from the farm. But I live in a big metropolis island, 2.5 million people. My Montreal Island is a big metropolis city, second biggest in Canada, and of course one of the biggest in North America. And we're building more bigger cities. You got to expand. North American collective civilization is secure the metropolises of North America, the corridors, the highways, the renewal of the highways, infrastructure building, and of course we got railways, a lot of work to do in North America, in a complex North American civilization, coast to coast, defense, ocean to ocean. That way is the East Coast. That's the Atlantic, the Maritimes, there's the Reconstruction post-Fiona. It is the Atlantic provinces, with Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Labrador in the back there, the west. It is British Columbia. All the way to British Columbia, passing by Ontario after that goes, and of course is the Pacific. That way is the west is the Pacific, passing by of course, the, what we call the prairies, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta. But we got to pass by Ontario. Ontario is the most populated in Quebec. Cheese, no. So this from IGA, if I would get something from IGA, other prices are pricey, expensive. Let's see what I could afford it for budget on me. And we got family. Please, CEOs of the aforementioned, get them some. Oh, this is interesting. This is definitely interesting, which I might get. So we got. Oh, it's tomato soup. I thought it was canned, but it's actually not canned. But it's actually tomato soup. So it is local. Aliments du Québec, préparé aliments du Québec. Aliments du Québec, aliments préparés du Québec. And it is right here, of course, from Quebec, Elmer. And it is 77 cents. So I would get maybe 3 like this, 1 like that. So, but that would be 99 cents times 3. That's $3 plus 77, so it would be close to 4. So that's from the IGA. How much is the beef? $2.99. I used to see it by $1.99, $1.49. Rarely see it now. $2.99. I guess that's not that bad. I guess, but I'm not gonna get beef. It's gonna be. Actually, I could get a pound. Make some beef over the weekend for the Sabbath. So I could get, but it's $2.99. Not a bad deal. So this was the IGA flyer from the IGAs, which is part of course, IGA. Now we're gonna check. So IGA is, I believe it's Loblaw's. Right? Because Loblaw's companies owe a lot of different ones, right? So they owe a lot of different ones. Loblaw company owes different. So IGA is Empire Company. So the Empire Company, of which the CEO was grilled and questioned yesterday, Mr. Michael Medlin, please, Rainbow Dragon financially struggling artist, athlete, and activist calls upon you. Let's do a video conference or do an event. Give the workers a little bit more, and please give 10% of what you made during COVID. The profits and the bonuses. 10%. That's 10% of every million. That's 100,000 for food security, for food security, for food security. Please, please, please call it a heart. President and CEO Michael Medlin of Empire Company. Adriana Dragon, I'm the president and CEO. I nominate my anonymous sister friend to be the vice regent prime general of the dancing goddess in the dragon kingdom, which I'm founding with 718 trillions of kisses. You heard that correct. I'm laying the foundations of my public-private partnership dream, which I'm calling all for the North American civilizational complex rebirth, insurance of liberty, security, and joy, 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 and rebirth. With 718 trillions of kisses, I'm laying the foundation of the dancing goddess in the dragon kingdom in Montreal, Island, Mount Royal, with 718 trillions. A trillion is 1,000 billion, a billion is 1,000 million. So 718 trillions of kisses I'm laying the foundation for. The dancing goddess in the dragon kingdom, which is fundamentally a public-private partnership. So IGA is Empire Company. So revenue was there 26 billion. A billion is 1,000 million. A billion is 1,000 billion. A billion is 1,000 million. So Empire logo since 2022, founded in 1963, 60 years ago. Headquarters Thurton, Nova Scotia. Number of locations 1,500 stores, 350 retail fuel. So 1,500 stores, 1,500 stores. So it's a lot of stores across Canada, coast to coast. Revenue was 2019, just before COVID. This numbers haven't been refinanced yet. 26 billion. So 1 billion is 1,000 billion. So Empire Company Limited is a Canadian conglomerate engaged mostly in food, retail, and corporate investments. The company is headquartered in Stellarton, Nova Scotia. Empire Company also owns the Sobeys supermarket chain. The company was founded in 1963. In total, the company owns affiliates or franchises more than 1,500 stores. In addition to Sobeys, brands include Safeway, IGA. So the IGA we just read. So IGA, see, you think IGA is independent or not? But IGA, just like Safeway, Foodland, Farm Boy, Freshco, Thrifty Foods, and Lawtons, and many others, Logos, Peters, Thrifty Foods, Crombie Wrights, a lot of subsidiaries. So Empire Company Limited has subsidiaries. It's a big like conglomerate, a holding company. So the financial structure of a holding company, conglomerate, how it is, right? So IGA is actually a subsidiary. You think when you buy IGA, when you look at the flyers, you say, hey, IGA, they're IGA. But IGA is again a subsidiary of a public conglomerate holding company which owns or affiliate franchises more than 1,500 stores. In addition to Sobeys, and brands include the IGA brand, which is this. So IGA, right? So it's also, you have to keep that in mind, how the financial corporate structure is, of course. And then we go to IGA, just the IGA. IGA is an American chain of grocery stores, operates in more than 41 countries, right? It's 41 countries. It was founded in the United States Independent Grocers Alliance in 1926, but it was, of course, acquired afterwards, right? So it's no longer just IGA operating by itself, right? IGA in Canada, IGA in the US, in the Oceania, in Australia. So it operates in Australia, right? But it's part, of course, of the conglomerate, Canadian conglomerate called Empire Company Limited. Empire Company Limited. Empire Company Limited. Logo since 2022. See? So the IGA is owned by that. Now we're gonna go to another one. So I have to say 99 cents for the tuna. If I can find some mayonnaise on special, get a mayonnaise, get 3 tuna, so I'm good to go for the Sabbath for a few days. Make myself some tuna salads, and of course I've been living in a Spartan, very Spartan manner in the past. A lot during COVID, and my workout, train, exercise. It has been, is, and will be my medicine and therapy of choice. Thank you, farmers, truckers. Gonna thank the workers now in the IGA. Let's do meditation on the coast to coast. North American IGA, all the workers of Empire. Hope they get a little bit of a raise. Hope they get a little bit of a check. Maybe give a little bit of extra check for them to, from the distribution of the profits, a little bit, just a little bit, 10%, 10% for the employees, 10% for food security. Call it a heart from the independent artist, athlete, activist, and geopolitical analyst and theorist who firmly believes in the implementation of my Trinity theories, the CIT, citizen integration theory, the DRT Detroit fusion theory, and the DFT democratic fusion theory. I firmly believe in it. So now we're gonna have the IGA. We put away the IGO. There was a page missing. Flour. Oh my goodness, that's expensive. Flour. Well, this one is so. I get oats, but those are oats. Flour. From here, Fire is here, Montreal, $6.99. 2.5 kilos. Remember, it used to be $1.99. I bought it in a few years ago. Almost triple the price. So this has been for IGA. So IGA myself being on a budget, $40 for the coming 22 days, meaning from Friday to Friday, 3 weeks, would be 13.3, 13.4, $13.30, or about $13 and about 40 cents, somewhere in between 3 and 4, 13.3 or 13.4. So I would definitely get the tuna. Matter of fact, I might go get some tuna tomorrow. I'm gonna update if I got some tuna, and those 77 cents soup. Soup 77 cents. I'm tempted for the beef also, but nonetheless. So that's IGA. Now we're gonna go for Metro. Metro, rock and roll, ready to check the flyers. We are in a rock and roll, checking the flyers of the Metro, checking the flyers of the Metro. Let's go checking the flyers of the Metro. Ooh, yes. Wait a minute. Oh, 88 cents the pound. 188 for the pork. I'm tempted more by the pork because it's more affordable than by the beef. 188. So Metro 188 pound. So I could get, if I get 2 pounds, which is about a kilo, right? It's 2.2 pounds. If I get a kilo, how much is the kilo? $4.14 the kilo. So if I get a kilo, it's $4.14. Not bad. Used to be, at one point it was even 99 cents, the good specials, and $1.19, $1.49. 188 is not that bad for the pork. I could make myself get a half a kilo, $2, half a kilo, yeah. Make myself some, chop it up, fry some porks. Yeah, I could fry some pork. Hellman's, I'm looking for mayo special. The bacon brand, $3.99 bacon, not that bad. 375 gram, not that bad. $3.99. For 375 grams, the brand from Metro Selection. So the bacon, I have one left over for the weekend, and one I have frozen because I got it half price a few weeks ago. So I froze one, and one is good until March 23rd. March 23 is the best before date. So I got 2 weeks to eat it. Probably gonna be eaten during the Sabbath this weekend, if not the other weekend. If not, I got until about 14 days. So. Mm, 10 pounds, $4.99. I've seen it better for the potatoes. Pricey. Yeah, prices have been going up, and it seems that prices are still going up a bit. 10 cents there, 20 cents there. But you gotta check if you find anything. Milk $4.79. 4 liters of milk $8.99. Eggs, oh my goodness. Is that pricey? 4? How many? 12. $4.49. Is that pricey? I'm not gonna get the eggs at that price. $4.49. Egg prices across North America have, of course, skyrocketed. They're sky high lately. Egg prices, right? Sky high. And $1.79 for, these used to be 99 cents. These also have gone up. Used to be 99 cents, $1.19, $1.29. I've gone up about 50 cents. So they're 398 grams of beans in. Of course, beans. Beans in a can. 179 now. 179. They've gone up. Beans in a can. I used to love those. I still do love it, but I will buy it at $1.19. 179 is a bit pricey now, but compared to what the prices were, of course, comparison to pre-COVID, during COVID, and now prices are still going up in inflation. And pound pork, not bad for the, I don't know, the cereals. I haven't bought cereals in a while, but 299 for 250 grams. Oh, that's not the big one. 425 grams. 425 grams. 299. So I don't know if I will, but I could get myself some cereals, but I don't have milk. So not having milk cereals. So that's at Metro. Metro, the tempting part is the bacon at 3.99, and or you also have tuna, but you gotta get four. To buy four, you get $4 off. So then it comes to 122 each. You gotta buy four. See this? But the pork, the the biggest temptation is to get myself half a kilo, even a kilo, 2 pounds, 1 pound, 1 pound and a half. So between a pound, which is 188, and a kilo, which is 2.2 pounds. Kilo is $4.14 for a kilo. 188 would be, so to get between 1 pound or 1.5 or even 2 pounds, which would cost about $4. So that's the temptation for the 188 pork. That's the winner for the Metro Flyer, the pork, which I love to cook, fry, or slow cook. I love slow cooking pork. I'm good at slow cooking pork with beans and other ingredients and peas and lentils. I cook some good slow cooking pork. I usually have the great recipes for slow cooking pork. One of the best. Dragon, if you want any recipe, blah 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 blah, holla on my, either myself or my official volunteer representative Retziela Yelwork. Myself or my official volunteer representative Retziela Yelwork. Retziela Yelwork. My official volunteer representative will instruct directly, blah 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 blah, in my holy, sacred, and divine name. Keep it out of your mouth. If it's not for a blessing, I say keep my holy, sacred, and divine name out of your mouth. If it's not for a blessing, I say keep my holy, sacred, and divine name out of your mouth. If it's not for a blessing. Blessing. And now we're going to check Metro is. Metro Inc. is Metro Inc., but Metro Inc. owns other ones. So Metro Inc. is a Canadian food retail operating in the provinces of Quebec and Ontario. The company is based in Montreal, with head offices at 11011. 11011. Cool. I like that. 11011 Boulevard Maurice Duplessis. Oh, Tabarnush. The Tabarnush, the Colin Maurice Duplessis. Oh, that was a reference. If you don't know history, I'm a Quebecer. So I rock and roll with the Tabarnaks, what they call it sometimes. So I'm a Quebecer rock and roll philosopher. I'm a Quebecer, North American Canadian. Was born in the USA twice in past lives. My Trinity theory is for North America, but I'm also Quebecer. I'm a Quebecer, Canadian, North American. And if you don't know the history of Quebec, it's an interesting part of our history, myself included as a Quebecer. Maurice Duplessis was a controversial figure and of a more conservative right wing with the Pope, and he was part of just before the Revolution Tranquille, some say, because of his policies. A lot of it spawned the counter response of the what's known as the historical period of the era, which requires some understanding to understand modern secular Quebec values, of which, of course, as a Quebecer, to be, you gotta understand our sense of humor. We have a very colorful sense of humor and a joie de vivre and a bon vivant. And I speak French. I rock and roll in French. I love French, and I'm a Quebecer. And Boulevard Maurice Duplessis. He's a controversial figure in 50s, 40s, 1940s Quebec, 1950s, 1940s and 1950s Quebec. I'm not gonna go into that with what was it, the Alliance Nationale and Jesus, of course, before my time, but nonetheless, I'm a lover of Quebec history, and I'm a Quebecer, Canadian, North American. I believe I'm moving forward. Quebecers in Quebec, just to make a little comment, we made the compromise for the security, peace of the Confederation of Canada, and furthermore of the collective North American civilization of North America. And that compromise was the French language, the French language of which I love, and I speak French. If you want to get a lesson, I can do some volunteering and a rock and roll some poetry in French, not a problem. So Metro Inc. is a Canadian food retail operating in the provinces of Quebec and Ontario. The company is based in Montreal, Quebec, with head office at 11011. So 10,011. Yeah, that's the number. 11011 is 10,000, 11,011, 11,011. 1,001, 10,000, 1,011, 11011. Boulevard Maurice Duplessis. So 11,011. Metro is the third largest grocer in Canada after Loblaw's Companies Limited and Sobeys. But Sobeys, of course, is owned by, of course, the Empire, right? The Empire Company. So that's who owns the Sobeys, right? Also owns. So Sobeys, although it's great and big, and we might think that it's independent, it's actually owned by Empire Company Limited, and of course, which is the conglomerate, and of course, the holding company. So Metro Inc. is a Canadian food retail operating in the province of Quebec and Ontario. The company is based in Montreal, Quebec, with head offices at 11 Boulevard Maurice Duplessis. And Metro is the third largest grocery in Canada after Loblaw Companies Limited and Sobeys. So it's the third. So Metro was founded in 1947 when is the greater feast of my favorite ever poet, Father my anonymous favorite poet. 1947, and Eric Laflèche, president, was also questioned yesterday. I've seen a little bit of his answers and whatever. Please, s'il vous plaît, mon concitoyen. Eric Laflèche, on tire avec un arc-en-ciel. Please, give 10%. Call it a heart from this independent artist, athlete, and activist. 10% for food security, 10% for, of course, women's sports leagues, 10% for LGBTQ causes, and for the environment, for food security. And give a little bit to the employees, a little bit of a check, just like that, a little bit of a raise or something. And, of course, it is in Verdun, Quebec. Verdun is actually in Montreal. Verdun is in Montreal, a borough of Montreal, right? Verdun is around this located on the island. It is part of the island. So Verdun, Quebec is a borough of the city of Montreal located in the southwest part of the island. Southwestern part of the island, so in the southwest. So southwest is that way and that way. So that way, that way. A little bit that, but depends from where, of course. Southwest could be from the mountain, from the main St. Lawrence that way. So it's actually that way, like that. Tac, tac, tac. That's where it is from my Côte de Neige NDG underground. Literally, I live underground, room off Sun Temple. Small, too small to have open house. Here to give freely hugs to my allies and armies, but if you help me get that house which has been left decrepit in Montreal, in Westmount, between Belvedere and Belvedere's circle, between 57 Belvedere and 53 Belvedere, it could be 55, 54, 56 Belvedere. If you help me with that, we can have open houses Monday to Friday right there at the house, and painted rainbow, and the two pillars, one pillar black, the other white, and of course the roof is always green for the goddess, so that's always like that. We can just paint it some more green and paint it some more rainbow. And of course, we gotta do it some rock and roll style dragon, rainbow dragon. Metro is the third largest grocery in Canada. The Loblaw Companies Limited, Sobeys. There are 365 names, same location in Ontario and Quebec. Super C is the discount supermarket division operated in Quebec with 72 stores. So Metro, which we just had, also has the brand Super C brands. So some might not even know, right? Myself, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning every day. There's so many things I do not know, but I do know that my trinity of theories, at least for Quebec, Canada, Labelle Province, and the collective North American civilization, for the creation of the two complementary covenant public-private partnership institution, and the creation of the UE. UE stands for the Universal Exchange Unit, the Universal Exchange, which I'm calling the creation of this new North American currency, the Universal Exchange Unit, by biometrics, preferably the hand, the voice, and the eye being unique biometric identifiers, and the public-private partnership thereof, and to create the two complementary covenant and cooperative institutions, fundamentally public-private partnership institutions to be integrated with all existing public institutions, private institutions, and organizations across the collective North American civilization for the defense only and strictly solely for the defense, security, and service and emergency response of the North American civilizational realm or the North American civilizational complex, aka the collective North American civilization. So Metro, the Canadian food retailer, also operates and has ownership of Super C and also Selection Brands and Resistive Brands. And Super C is actually, of course, the company which is the Jones. Super C. Super C is, of course, the division of Metro, the discount supermarket, which we're gonna check now. Super C, Super C, Super C. We're honest, so we're gonna check now. So Metro also has Marché Richelieu, Five Seasons, Marché Ami, the barn markets who operate as Metro. It also has the subsidiaries. We might not even know that Metro Inc. Metro Incorporated has the pharmacies called Brunet, 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 Jean Coutu Group, le Groupe Jean Coutu. Jean Coutu is a group, of course, has a lot of stores, more than 400 financed franchises, Jean Coutu. But the parent company, as is a financial holding, is Metro Inc. Metro Inc. is a company of course, Jean Coutu is a subsidiary of Metro Inc. since 2017. The company was once the third largest distributor and retailer of pharmaceuticals and related products in North America. It's written here on Wikipedia about Jean Coutu Group, which is a subsidiary of Metro Store Inc., which we read about the Metro Inc. and also owns the Super C. So I didn't know this about Jean Coutu. The company was once the third largest distributor and retailer of pharmaceuticals and related products in North America, with nearly 2,200 drugstores. And the company was once the third largest distributor and retailer of pharmaceuticals and related products in North America. The company was once the third largest distributor and retailer of pharmaceuticals and related products in North America. It's written there in Jean Coutu in Wikipedia. And of course, North America, it's me, you, and us here, Mexico, Canada, US, and I include also Cuba, paradoxically, and Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and the islands, the inclusion of those islands in the North American civilizational complex, North America. So, of course, we're going to go now Metro, and we're going to go to Super C, and Metro is the parent, what's called in finance, parent company, meaning it is a subsidiary or holding company of several subdivisions or other brands, other names of grocery stores, such as Super C, which there's a lot of Super C stores, but some might not even know that it's owned and the parent company of a corporate system, how it's formed by, of course, Metro Inc. Super C, let's rock and roll. Super C, oh, I see something interesting. My favorite fruit. Now you know another of my secrets. My favorite fruit is grapes. I like it when it's 99 cents, but this is half percent off. It's 50%. So I might get a pound to eat it for the Sabbath. For the Sabbath, I might get a pound. So 50% off, 1.67 pounds. 1.60, correction, $1.67 Canadian per pound, and the kilo is $3.68 per kilos. I'm even tempted to get a kilo, to get half a pound of red and a pound of green, because it's the best deal is 99 cents, but nowadays I rarely see it. But this is 50% off. So yes. Okay, I'm grateful for this price. I gotta say, I'm grateful. Thank you, farmers who harvested these fruits. And you know the motto, philosophy of the DGA, Dancing Goddess Army, which I'm calling the creation of, is of course that all the fruits, all the vegetables, and all the legumes are made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun. You see the emblem in the back. All the fruits, all the vegetables, all the legumes are made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun. All the fruits, all the vegetables, all the legumes, the romaine lettuce, Holy Spirit romaine lettuce, and all the grains and all the fruits and all the vegetables and all the vegetables, the fruits, the legumes, and all the grains are made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun, my Pope, who now rises and now sets somewhere in the world. It's set over, it's been 93 minutes, the setting of the sun, but the sun now rises somewhere in the world. I believe the sun is rising now over Japan, if I'm not mistaken, Australia, China, and the Koreas, and that part of Asia. The sun is rising now over Australia, Japan, and China, and the Koreas, and other of those countries that's close to India. Maybe not yet, but close, depending on the time zones. And of course, 156, correction, 167 is the price for the seedless red or green grapes, which of course are 368. So I would be tempted to get, because the Sabbath is tomorrow, starting the Sabbath of the Dancing Goddess. So with 13.3, because since I have bread and I have a bit of leftover pasta and some noodles, and of course I have a leftover bacon, I might not get the bacon, and we'll have to do a trade-off. I might get a pound of red grapes, my favorite color red, and a pound for the goddess green, a pound of green grapes. So I might get some grapes, which is my favorite fruit in this life and in a past life. And I harvested grapes planted by a harlot in ancient Egypt, holy harlot, holy, Holy, holy harlot, holy harlot. Ancient Egypt, ancient Israel, ancient Rome, ancient Babylon, ancient India, even right here. Wild grapes. And this was born twice in past lives, right on the island where I live now, island of Montreal, aka Hawk, because there's Hawks, Hawks, Hawks in Montreal, Canada. So yes, for the grapes, yes. Even 10 pounds of Super Quebec produced, made here in Quebec, La Belle Province, produits du Québec, pommes de terre. They're, of course, $2.88. So 50% off for 10 pounds. Could get that. So I said if 3 doses, so that's 5. Plus this 368, that's 8, close to 9. So if I get this, 9 plus 288, that's 1188, right? 12, so that's about it. One more thing about $1.56, $1.56, 156 maybe. This is also a good deal. Thank you, farmers. It's imported from Guatemala. Not bad. $1.99, $1.99. See the cantaloupe. Let's do a meditation now. So it traveled from Central America. It could be either or from Guatemala or Honduras. Honduras and Guatemala are, of course, in Central America. So they traveled by road, most likely by train, or by truckers. Thank you, truckers. Big dragon hugs to the truckers, farmers, butchers, firefighters, public security workers, truckers, those in the warehouses, in the grocery store clerks, those making a sandwich, in the fast food restaurants now, those making some food, some fries, some pizza. Small, medium size. I'm not going to say the big ones. The big ones making a lot of money. They need to finance some more medium and small size, and of course give better salaries and finance more food security. ACOs, please, of Metro Inc., Empire Company, Loblaws, and of course others as well. We also got a little bit of a good price on the cheese, but I'm not going to get cheese. $3.99, $2.30. So from $6.29 for $5.99 reduced. Not bad on the cheese. You got some interesting deals on Super C, which is owned by Metro. Chicken, 45% off. Chicken, not bad, $2.99. Not that bad. Used to be even lower, $1.99, even 99 cents sometimes. I don't know if I haven't seen it 99 cents in a while, but for a pound, kilo, $6.59, 45%. Not that bad, but This one I like though. But I checked the grams, check the weight, the grams, the weight. So this is Quebec. Wow, Quebec. Sans gluten. Québécois. Wow. I like the name. Les gars de saucisse. Les gars de saucisse. Les gars de saucisse. Les gars in French is I like the boys of sausage. Les gars de saucisse. Gars. The name is kind of funny. You have red wine. I would try that one. I never tried this brand. I gotta try it. Maybe it's new on the market. Thank you, farmers. Love you, love you, love you. Les gars de saucisse. Big Dragon hugs. Thank you for making those sausages because everybody gotta eat. Even Wall Street. Thank you for the butchers, the butchers, the butchers. Thank you. Big Dragon hugs. Merci les bûchers, les bûchers, les bûchers, puis ceux qui ont produit ces saucisses. C'est un bon prix pareil. Hein? It's a good price, nonetheless. And it's 300. I might. I'll have to forego something. Maybe I'll get less grapes. I'll get a bit less grapes and only half. And because I can't buy everything that I said, I'm gonna have to, so $13.30 or $13.40. But if I want to get this one and I do sausages, then maybe I won't get something. So I have to do a trade-off because I'm already about $12. So I still had about $1.30. So maybe I'll get something else. But I'll see. I'll see. Maybe I'll get something else. Maybe I'll get less grapes. I'll get a pound of grapes and I'll see. I'll forego something else. But nonetheless, it's $3 economy. $3.99 for 325 grams. This is Quebec sausages. Quebec sausages. Yeah, I'm gonna have to forego because I want to try them. Maybe I'll just gonna get one of each and get the grapes, and then I won't get the tuna. Oh yeah, just buy this for Super C. I really want to try both. One is called Québécoise. Québécoise is the feminine name for Quebecer, which I'm both. I'm a Quebecer. I'm a Québécois, Québécoise. Après minuit, especially on the Sabbath, I'm more Québécoise. Des fois, je suis Québécoise. Des fois, je suis Québécois. Je suis moitié-moitié. Moitié femme. Half. Androgynous, androgynous. But that's another story. Today we're discussing other things. Not that, of course. It depends XYZ factors that, of course, should impede on me getting the sausages or not. And, of course, I want to get both. Québécoise and red wine and chives. Wow. I really have a feeling this is going to be one of the best sausages I ever tried. And new on the market, I think. Sans gluten, gluten-free. I'm really excited. So if I get one of each, variété en magasin, but this one, the Québécoise, and their red wine is $3.99 times 2, that's $8, right? $3.99 plus $3.99, that's $8. And then I get a kilo of, 8 plus 368, yeah, that's 1168, so that's 12. I still have $1 something, so I might just get that, but $3 off. It's a bit pricey, but I have a feeling that they're very good. I'll have to not get the pork then, or just get a piece of, but then if I have the sausages, 325 grams. Yeah, trade-off. I'm gonna have to make a trade-off because on a budget, 3 weeks, 13.3, 13.4 each week for 22 days. Tomorrow, Friday, starting Friday to Friday, 1 week, Friday to Friday, second week, Friday to Friday. The third week, so tomorrow's the 10th until the 31st, so 3 weeks, Friday, 1 week, Friday, second week, and Friday, 3 weeks. 40 divided by 3 is about 13.3 something, so 13.3, 13.4, sometimes 13.3, sometimes 13.4 is going to have to be by the pennies. We don't use pennies anymore. Of course, if it's 3 pennies, it rounds up to 5. If it's 2 pennies, it rounds up to the 0, right? So sometimes the grocer pays it, sometimes it comes to the customer. That's another thing. But that's just in pennies, but it adds up, right? Because millions of consumers every day, citizens every day spending money, pennies, pennies, pennies. It adds up. A penny plus a million pennies is a million penny, gets you $10,000, right? 100 pennies is $1. So $1, then 100 pennies, 1,000 pennies is $10. 100,000 pennies is $100. Million pennies is 1,000. 1,000, 10,000, 1,000. Gotta take a million. Take two zeros off. 10,000, 1,000. Take one zero off. So correction, correction, correction. Do the math. Is 1,000. So a million pennies is $1,000. Because 1,000, and you got 10,000, and again 100,000. So no, it's 10,000. Correction, correction, correction. Pennies. A million pennies is 10,000. So a million, take a zero off, you get 100,000, and another zero off, you get 10,000. Correction. So this is the correct answer. So 1 million pennies is 10,000, not 1,000. It's 10,000. So imagine all the pennies going from consumers, producer, grocery store clerks, because now we don't have the pennies anymore. Though I have a bag of pennies here. Anybody want to auction this penny? We're going to work out, do a special blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do a special auction. And auction the pennies, work out with the pennies. It's heavy. So a million pennies, and now around the world, the people buying, selling, the metro selling to the buyers, citizens, and the Loblaw company buying, selling to the citizens who are buying, and the Empire company who's selling to the consumer. Imagine all across coast to coast. Just in Montreal now, people buying and selling. They're selling. Citizens were buying mostly, right? That's like myself. I'm selling and auctioning my clothes, and I'm selling my poetry, my art, my philosophies, everything nice in a way. But nonetheless, these pennies. So a million pennies, take a zero off a million is 100,000, right? Take another zero because you got to take two zeros, because 1 penny times 100. 100 pennies is $1. So thus, a million pennies, you got to take one zero off. It's 100,000, and another zero off, and that's 10,000, right? So every day there's thousands of dollars either being won by the grocery Metro Inc. or Loblaw or Empire, because we don't use pennies in circulation. They don't. It's not accepted pennies anymore in the economy, right? We round it up. If it's 93 cents, we round it up to 95 cents. If it's 92 cents, we round it up to 90 cents. So if it costs 92 cents, I have to give 90 cents. So the counter, Empire Company, Loblaw, Metro Inc. will put those 2 cents. If it's 93, it's rounded up to 95. So I have to give the 5 cents. So it kind of balances and evens out. I wonder. It does balance and even out. It kind of balances and even out. Nonetheless, want to work out or do with these pennies? Can do some business. I got these pennies. Got the pennies, got the pennies. And that's about it. So I do want those sausages. And what else do we have? And sugar, 277 sugar. Oh, see here? What was it? $6 something? Here it's $4.99 the flour. I got flour. It was donated. Food security. Thank you. I got some flour left over. Oh my goodness. The eggs. So pricey, the eggs. Wow. How many? Large eggs. A dozen, right? Large carbo, dozen. Large size, dozen. Doesn't say there. Douzaine is French for 12. $4.79. Wow. Look at that. $4.79 here. See? That's the eggs. $4.79. Wow. I'm not gonna buy eggs. Bacon $5.99 for 375 grams. Pricey. It says $1.50 off. Yeah, that means it is $7.50, $7.49, $7.49, $7.49. Regular price. Wow, that's pricey. See, it's a dollar off, so regular price is $7. This regular price was like $4 something a year ago. Bacon price went up again. But thank you farmers, thank you butchers, thank you butchers, thank you bakers, thank you bakers, thank you farmers, thank you butchers. Every day since I had COVID at the end of January until about mid-February, in February 2020, early February till about mid-February when I was really sick. Since then, I've all my geopolitical analysis and theory and everything that I'm a philosopher, independent philosopher, independent artist, independent activist, and my theories. But every day has now gone since I went and recovered and healed. In many ways, I did that. I don't thank and bless the farmers of Quebec, La Belle Province of Canada, coast to coast, and North America, all involved in the production and the distribution of food, from the farmers to the truckers, the butchers, the bakers, the cooks. I cook okay. I can cook for my allies and armies. I can do everything that I do else. I can also cook, clean, write poetry, rock and roll, strategize, philosophize. Not perfect, far from it. Don't play self-righteous. So that is from the Super C. So Super C is, as we saw, owned by, it's a subsidiary of Metro Inc. There you go. Coffee probably still have. I got the coffee now. I get it at a regular price for $6 something, which is the best deal that I've seen on the market. Oh, I wanted to show a bill. So this bill, just to check, because I bought everything on special and everything reduced. So this bill from last week, I got some biscuits, had 50 cents off, so that was like 20% off, because it was 329 to 279 for 400 grams though. 400 grams I got a good deal. So it was less than $1 for 100 grams. It was like $77 for 100 grams. So it was a good deal in terms of the weight. It was 400 grams, so it was heavy, more than almost a pound, right? For 279 of biscuits with chocolate and like pretty good for the price. Was a good deal. I tried it for the first time. Then I got romaine lettuce. It was 3 packs, and it was more than half price. Romaine lettuce, I paid $2.88, and I says here I got a rebate of $3.11. So original price was like $6.99, right? Exactly $6.99. Exactly $6.99. And then I got a cheese for $4.44, the big one, the 450 grams, and I got a rebate of $3.05. So that was about 44% off. So there I paid $10.11. $10.11 for these three items, the cheese. And it calculates there. If you look at the Super C, like this one, from the Super C, the one I just checked, and most likely I'm going to go tomorrow to get the red grapes, the green grapes, and maybe those sausages. Maybe I'll get those sausages and I'll forgo the tuna and the pork. I'll do that trade-off. Get those sausages. Although I'm tempted for a pound of pork at least, because it's 188. So maybe I'll get a pound of pork, those sausages, and a kilo. So that I can afford. A pound of pork, 188. Then this what was the sausage? The sausages were $3.99. So $3.99 times 2 is 8, plus the 3, that's about 11 something, 188. Maybe I'll get less than a kilo. I'll have to get like 770 grams. I'll calculate with $13.30, $13.40, somewhere like that. So back to the bill. So this bill you can check if you go to shop in Super C. You see there the rebate. It's written small, how much you saved, or how much it was reduced from the regular price. So you see all my items were reduced. So the first item, rabais, is French for rebate. So the word rabais there is small, I know, but it's of course rebate. Says rebate. So to check the bill, Super C bill. So the first, I got 50 cents off. So in other words, the regular price is $3.29 and I got it for $2.79. The other one, romaine lettuce, it was three big romaine lettuce, lettuce. I paid $2.88, and I saved $3.11. So $3.11 plus 288 is $6.99, right? Five. Correction. 325 $5.99 regular price. $5.99. Correction. I did a mistake, mathematical, so it's $5.99, almost $6, almost six, almost by 1 penny. Because $2.88 plus $3.11 is exactly $5.99. So I saved more than half on this one. The other one, it was cheese. Cheese was $4.44. So $4.44 for the cheese that I paid. But original price, since I got a rebate of $3.05, so $4.44 plus $3.05 is $7.49. The regular price for $7.49. $7.49 is $7.49. Regular price now, it has gone up. It used to be $5.99 regular. So I saved there, and then at the bottom, the amount I paid, the tax, there was no tax on this. These items, there were no tax. Sometimes there's 10%, 5% on other items, but not on these items, there was no tax. So it shows there that the penny, I only had to pay, it says arrondi, because we don't use pennies, like I said, anymore. So you see it says arrondi, which means rounded up, estimated in, of course, French. So that is, I paid $10.10. So they paid the penny. Super C paid the 1 cent. 1 penny, they paid the penny from that. So then I gave $10.25 and I got back 15 cents. The number of items, $3. And then if you have several items, like myself, I have three items here. So it calculates the total. So they calculated the 50 cents from the first item, which was the biscuits, the $3.11 from the romaine lettuce from the second. So 50 cents plus $3.11, that's $3.61, right? $3.61 for the two items. And then the third item, the cheese, it says produits laitiers, which means in French translated as milk products or dairy products. Produits laitiers is dairy products. DAIRY. Dairy. Thank you, dairy farmers. Thank you. Big dragon hugs to the dairy farmers. Thank you. So they calculated 3, so I'm gonna do it again. So 50 cents plus $3.11, that's $3.61, plus $3.05, which was $3.05 was how much I saved and how much the product was reduced from the regular price and how much I paid for it after the discount. So $3.11 plus 50 cents, that's $3.61, plus $3.05, that's $6.66. Is that so? Yes, it even says there. So it says on the bill, vos économies du jour, rabais, total de vos économies. So the total amount of my economies, my savings, the total amount, total de vos économies, translates in English as the total of your savings, right there at the bottom written. See? Total of your savings. If you do the calculation, it's done on the bill. So to check a bill, to how with the rebates and where we are, because it's important to check the bill always, because sometimes I make mistakes, you make mistakes, and we don't want more profit to go, because the employees are not getting a raise. Most of them are not getting a raise. The employees are mostly not getting a raise. Hope they will, but it's tired and overwork and XYZ stress and financial insecurity and inflation and what have you. So it could be that there's mistakes on the bills. Some items can be passed twice. It scans for something else. So you always check the bill, and also for reference and do some calculations, some math, some meditation where you can save. You can do better shopping. You can do a little bit of a better shopping, right, with the bills and what have you. So again, for the bill, this bill from Super C, which was last week, it was the 3rd of March when I went on my march on the 3rd of March. Went on a march Friday, went on a march on the 3rd of March, 6 days ago, right before Sabbath, over the 4 hours. And this was the bill. So you can check here below. I calculated, and it comes to this because it's calculated by machines, by machine, by machine. So it says total de vos économies, translating in English as total of your savings, $6.66. So total of your savings, total de vos économies. I saved $6.66. Total de vos économies, $6.66. See? So I also entered for the draw, and there it says I'm going to translate. I'm going to read it in French and then do the translation. Votre opinion est importante. Allez sur supersondage.ca et courez la chance de gagner $1000 d'épicerie gratuite. If I win a million, correction, it's not a million, it's $1,000. So the translation is: your opinion is important. Go to gives you the website address and run the opportunity to win $1,000 in groceries. So you win a card or gift card, whatever it is, $1,000 in groceries. D'épicerie gratuite. So free groceries for you get a credit or whatever it is, a check or that you have to use. I'm assuming for $1,000 that you have to spend at their store, groceries. So I would definitely, if I win 1,000, I would definitely give to the local fridge and the local food community 10%. 10% of 1,000 is 100. 10% of 1,000 is 100. 10% of 1,000 is 100. So I get $100. I will get some potatoes, some cheese, some whatever I could get for 100. I could put the bags and I will drop it in some in the fridge here at the local community food security fridge, and some in the food security. I would definitely do that if I win 1,000. And half I'll give to my anonymous sister, friend, sister. Half of, since it's 10%, 100, 1,000 minus 100 is 900, so I'll give her 450 out, except for 450. 450 for me, 450 for her, and 10% for food security and charity. Charity is important, but charity sometimes has to come, of course, with home, of course, as well. So this is the bill. 3 items, the calculations, the savings. And now if we are to calculate how much I spent, I saved $6.66. That's what it says there in French. Le total, it's written there. Total de vos économies. So they added up each item, 3 items, 50 cents, $3.01, and $3.11. Correction, and $3.05. So it's $6.66. $6.66. So there's no more pennies, but so I paid 10, 11. So that's about, rounds up, $10, 11 cents more or less. So it's about 66%. So I saved about 66%, 2/3. That's good. That's very good. That's very good on those products. Of course, you gotta shop and check. So since I went to the sondage and I entered the sondage, I'm not gonna keep this bill. So this bill is gonna be bye-bye. And now we're gonna look for Provigo. The Provigo. Now, please. The Empire Company CEO and Executive Director of Loblaws and Metro, the 3 who were questioned, grill yesterday about the prices of food. Please make a gesture. Give 10% of what you made from February 2020 to February 2023. 10% of $1 million that you made with the bonus, plus the salaries and the bonus, whatever millions they all made in the millions annually, in the millions. Please give 10%. It's time tomorrow fighting. All the March, the coming days of March until April. Let's say April 5th deadline. April 6th, 5th, whatever it is deadline. April 7th. From today until the April 7th deadline. Please, don't be so effing selfish. Don't be so effing selfish. Don't be so effing selfish. Kisses I got for my allies and armies. Trillions. So I'm richer in kisses, some rock and roll support. But my brothers ain't no way if I have $1 million now in the bank account that I wouldn't finance food security or go do some act of goodness and kindness to. I mean, ain't no way. With all the lusts of I'm LGBTQ, I like to XYZ. I would be that selfish to not give for food security and for to finance some youth sports, or to get them some pair of sneakers or some new whatever it is for families struggling to pay rent. I'll pay rent for whatever. If I'll have a million, I'm in debt $10,000, but I'm rich in rock and roll, rich in financial theory. That is not. I'm in debt $10,000, but I'm rich in my DRT. I believe the DRT, debt refusion theory, my financial theory, is the best theory now where we are with the geopolitical complexities and alliances in the economic, financial, commercial sphere unfolding for a public-private partnership and the creation of the UE, the Universal Exchange Unit, that the DRT, debt refusion theory for the collective North American civilization. I firmly believe in it, without a doubt, for the 21st century. Please, 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 multimillionaire athletes and artists, support it. So Metro is, and then we check the Metro, and I said Super C is probably the winner since my favorite fruit is on special, reduced half price. Let's check Provigo now. Provigo is, I believe, Loblaws, right? One's Provigo is Loblaws, right? I believe so, Provigo, right? Yeah, Provigo is owned by Loblaw Company. They also own Freshmart, No Frills, so the conglomerate. So Provigo is a grocery retailer based in Quebec, Canada, consisting of over 300 stores and franchises throughout the province. It operates a retailing chain of stores and distribution warehouses. Give those warehouse workers a little bit of raise. And a little bit of thank you. I thank you all of the workers of the collective North American civilization, this financially struggling, although rich in rock and roll, kisses, hugs, push-ups, hog squats, marching steps, and dance moves, and some brain, and some muscle now perfect from it. I am triple vaccinated, open for business, the people's athlete I am. And the people's doctor, encourage all the workout, training, exercise, working out, training, exercising, has been, is, and will be my medicine and therapy choice. And with consent, give yourselves a hug. Like you never hugged before. How's the period of hockey playing NHL, now tonight NBA? Periods in hockey, 20 minutes. 3 periods is an hour of hockey on the ice. 20 minutes times 3 is 60 minutes is an hour. Hug with consent, 20 minutes. Hug with consent, 20 minutes. Like period of hockey, stick, go, pass, play. And I love hockey. I love hockey. I love basketball also. I love gridiron. Dancing is my favorite sport, but please, athletes and owners, give food security 10% ASAP. Give to charity, food security, and LGBTQ youth and women's sports leagues, master as well. So Provigo is a grocery retail based in Quebec, Canada, consisting of over 300 stores and franchises throughout the province. Operates a retailing chain of stores and distribution warehouses. It is owned by Loblaw Companies Limited. So Loblaws owns the Provigo. Founded in 1969. Interesting. So it's a division of Loblaws. Now they operate different prices, different divisions. So it's very, very, very. Let's see, what can we see here? Bacon $4.99. It's regular price though. It's not bad for this brand, but it's 375 grams, so $4.99 bacon. $4.99 bacon. See? The bacon is $4.99. So the bacon is $4.99. It says that you save $3.50. So regular price is $7.50. This used to be this regular price about 2 years ago. Wow. So almost double. Prices have really gone up on certain items. Eggs, bacon, a lot. This coffee used to be special for $9.99, even less. Now I see this special for $12.99 regularly. So it says that you save $2. Sugar, not bad. Save 55 cents for 2 kilos, 244. 2 kilos Atlantic sugar, 2 kilos, 244 Provigo. 2 kilos Provigo. Oh, that's pricey. Too pricey for me. Pricey. Chicken. Chicken pounds $4.99. Says on special you save $3.20 a pound. Pork $3.99. I don't know. And was this kombucha, chicken? We got caramel. We got bio. We got also, what do we got? And pizza $6.99. $6.99. Wow, the special on this used to be $3.99, even $4.99. Now the special says that you save $1, so it has gone up. Prices on these pizzas, which you put in the oven, and of course our prices have gone up on that. Not so much at Provigo, not so much. But then, of course, depending on for who as well, right? And I think supersedes the winner for yours truly due to the not only, but mainly for the grapes, my favorite fruit, being 50% off, 167. Used to be even 99 cents, but now 99 cents for a pound is very rare. I wonder where they're from, though. This is category number 1, so I will have to investigate there. I believe it's from California, but I'm not sure. We have grapes here also. You see me, of course, doing with wild grapes. But also the tuna was interesting at 99 cents. The tuna, I might get 3 tunas, but I have to forgo because I want to try that sausage. I'm definitely going to get the grapes. I might get the tuna, and the pork. I want to get the pork. Yeah, I'll just get 1 sausage of those, and I'll get the pork. Because pork at 188, right? So the winner was for the pork. Where the pork was? Metro. The pork winner was 188 the pound. So even if I get a kilo of pork, it's only $4.14, so I can eat all weekend with a kilo of pork. So I might get a kilo of pork. A kilo of pork from Metro, $4.14, so that's $4.14. A pound of red grapes and a pound of green grapes. So that's a kilo, that's $3.68. So $3.68 plus $4.14, that's about $8. It's $7.84, 82. Let's round it up by 18 cents, $8. Let's say $8. It's $7 and about 82 cents, right? Because pennies sometimes count, 5 cents, 10 cents makes a difference sometimes, and nowadays. So let's round it up to 8. So 8, and then I could get those sausages. If it's 8 and I have 13.3, and that's $3.99, so 8, let's round it up to 4 by 1 penny. So 8 plus 4, that's 12. So those 3 items, maybe I'll get 1. I'm not gonna get 2 and try the other week. I'm gonna try the other one because I really want to try it. I want to try la Québécoise. Those sausages. But nonetheless, for sure grapes, for sure pork, maybe tuna, 99 cents. And those sausages are reduced as well, so they're almost half price. The sausages, $3 saved, so from $6.99 to $3.99. Maybe that's why I never bought them, because they were on the market for a while. I don't know, I'm not sure. To me, they seem like they're new on the market, but I'm not sure. I can't say 100%. I'm gonna have to investigate, check more. But of course, maybe because they were $6.99 for 325 grams for 4 kind of big size, medium, big size, biggish for some, less for others. Medium size sausages, 325 grams. Maybe because they were $6.99, I never bought them before. Maybe I did and I don't remember. Red wine and chives, and Québécoise, I love it. So there you go. That's what I would get. I would definitely gonna get. Other circumstances, the cheese is not bad. $3.99 for the cheese. The big one for 400 grams. But definitely the grapes. Surely 100% grapes. Pork for 188, which is a good deal. And what else do we have here? Something else. These I don't usually. Well, this is not food related, but if you're in, it's always good to see what's on the market. Construction workers, thank you, bless them. Construction workers, build 7 more dams in the next 7 years. Hydro-Quebec, go. And for others products, you can check, of course, we got the flyers you get, or you can check online. Canadian Tire. Pharma Pre. Oh, let's take a look quick at Pharma Pre. So Super C first, Metro second. So Super C first for my grapes. I'm gonna put them in order of prioritizing to purchase on the budget. Grapes and maybe other products from Super C. Metro the pork, 188. 188 for the pork. Pound of pork. I can cook good with pork. I cook the best, one of the best Rainbow Dragon pork style chops, slow cooking as well with pork. And IGA the tuna, so the tuna. So these three in order. Probably gonna get one of each. Tuna, I'll get a can, and grapes I'll get my favorite red and green, and that. Provigo, no, nothing at Provigo that is, but did we miss one? Let's check Pharma Pre quickly. Pharma Pre, quick. Thank you, farmers, butchers, nurses, doctors, grocery store clerks, firefighters, public security workers. Big love, sending love, and of course, healing need be. And encourage all the working out, training, exercising has been, is, and will continue to be my medicine and therapy of choice. And I encourage you all to work out, to train, and to exercise. Peanut butter, $5.99. Yeah, smallish. Usually $4.99 better, but these are solde du jour. Oh my gosh, chips 2 for $7. It's not a special. Special nowadays, I guess. $3.50 for each. Canned food, Pharma Pre. Let's check Pharma Pre is. Pharma Pre is also Loblaw's company. Shoppers Drug Mart Pharma Pre. Pharma Pre, this one is also, let's see, Pharma Pre, named Pharma Pre in Quebec, is basically Shoppers Drug Mart in Ontario. Shoppers Drug Mart Inc., named Pharma Pre in Quebec, is a Canadian retail pharmacy chain based in Toronto, Ontario. It has more than 1,300 stores in 10 provinces and 2 territories. The company was founded by pharmacist Murray Koffler in 1962, so 61 years ago. Koffler family still retains ownership of the Super Farm Pharmacy, which has locations in Israel, Poland, and formerly in China. No more China. And parent company is, of course, the Loblaw companies. Loblaw companies is, of course, the parent companies of Loblaw's companies is, of course, the parent companies, Loblaws. And, of course, we have some special heels for Loblaws, and we have coffee, no coffee on special, and we have soups, and we have, of course, some packs and some shreddies made decadent, this and that, and biscuits, whatever we do. And this is somewhat interesting, not that best, but 1 dozen, but there's a limit of 2. So this is interesting to note. There's a limitation of 2. So Pharma Pre, as we established that it is, of course, Loblaw companies, the parent company, the holding company that owns not just Shoppers Drug Mart, which is named Pharma Pre here in Quebec, Pharma Pre, but also Extra Foods, Fortino's, Fresh Mart, No Frills, President's Choice Financial, so a lot. It's a conglomerate, right? So it's $2.99 for the eggs. It's better than the $3.49 there, right? So the eggs for 2 days only, but you can only buy 2. $2.99. I guess nowadays for eggs it's a good deal for 12. Saturday 11th of March and 12th of March only for those 2 days. And then you have butter. I have a little bit left of butter. Pizza $3.99, 2-day sale. So Saturday, Sunday. You have to go Saturdays or Sundays. The eggs, interesting, last time it was 3, limit of 3. Now it's limit of 2, so they scaled it down, right? It used to be limit of 3 to buy per customer. Now it's limit of 2 only. Large white eggs. But if you want to buy additional ones, it's $3.59. So it's going to be the same price as the half. Otherwise, it's $4.19, right? $3.99. So you save. With $2.99 for 2, I would get. I might go get one. $2.99, I might go get one Saturday or Sunday. For $2.99, I might myself go. So that's the only thing I can see for Pharma Pre. Some of this, some of that. Wow, prices have gone up. $3.29 for 2 liters of juice, 175 liters of juice, or for whatever have you, for alphabetes, and for, of course, the ice cream, and of course for the other products which you might like. Seems that a lot of prices have been going up, even at Pharmacy, it still keeps going up. $8.99. What? Laundry, I still have laundry soap. Ooh, I hope I don't have to buy laundry soap this month. I'm gonna have to maybe put some water to mix it a bit. I think I still have for a few more loads because I do Fridays, Mondays laundry, so do Monday weekly, twice a week, twice a week, twice a week. With the bed sheets. So no, that's it. Nothing there for the farmer free except the eggs. $2.99, two limited two purchases of 2 dozen eggs, 12 eggs, $2.99. If you get an additional third one or more, it's $3.59. So I guess I understand that for families and for people who have more money to buy, but to not leave something for others. So I totally understand and actually even support limit. I think limit of 3, and it's gone to limit of 2 per customer. Still okayish, I guess. But definitely understand the putting a limit on certain products so that those with more money, and what is money fundamentally to buy, sell. So Super C, the winner this week, and the Flyers run from today, started today. All the prices started today and end up in it's a week. So Thursday to Thursday, some of them Wednesday. So Super C Gold for the grapes, and for the silver, Metro for the pork, 188 pork. Wow, not bad. And then for the tuna IGA. So those are the 3 winners for yours truly, Super C. For what I like, which you might, depending on XYZ factors, for you, what you might want to check different stuff. Gonna put them back in the bag. Consultation, of course. Recycle, please. Please do not throw this plastic and the flyers if you do get them. Please do not discard them in the garbage. Recycle those. Have to be recycled. The flyers, the paper. Please, recycle. I do compost as well here, of course. Compost weekly and recycle weekly and garbage weekly. Thank you, city sanitation workers who pick up the garbage with brains and muscle. Now today, picking up the compost, loading up in those big trucks. Big Dragon Hug is gonna think of them, give them some LOV. Thank you for picking up the compost and the garbage. Sanitation workers of the city, picking up the recycling and the garbage every week, and the compost keep our streets clean. For the garbage, yeah, rock and roll it for you. Big Dragon Hugs, Big Dragon Hugs. I said, Big Dragon Hugs, Big Dragon Hugs. Love you, please. Or I want to name now who is the Loblaw company who was grilled yesterday, and Galen Weston. Please, Citizen Weston, give 10% of what you made between February 2020 and February 23. Profits, bonuses, whatever you made. Please give 10% for food security, Gail Weston. And of course, please give a little bit of something to the workers. Empire Company, President CEO Michael Medlin. Please give 10% of what you made between February 2020 and February 23 by April 7th, April 7th, to the food security, and give them something extra to the workers, a little bit of some check, something especially, some sneakers, something for workers as well. Loblaw companies, Gail Weston, we said. Metro, Eric Laflèche, mon citoyen Laflèche, citoyen, citizen Laflèche, citizen Eric Laflèche, citizen Laflèche. And François Thibault, please. President, citizen Laflèche, please give 10% of what you made between February 2020 and February 2023. 10% for food security and LGBTQ services, food security first, because everybody got to eat, even Wall Street. That's my call to the heart as the people's athlete, the people's doctor, encouraging all to work out, train, exercise, and support the implementation of my Trinity of theories. And please, 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 I do not play it self-righteous. I am not without vices, not without admitting that I admit that at some things I am mediocre. I admit that at some things I am average. I admit that at some things I am so-so. While I admit that at some things I am so-so, that I am average at others and mediocre at some things, I am also great, super and excellent geopolitical analyst and theorist, a great athlete, independent, the world's greatest dancer, got some brain and some muscle, and I'm great, super and excellent at some other things. So I complement whatever I'm not that good and so and average and mediocre, which I admit that's something I'm mediocre, average, and I'm sure you, all three of you, have great qualities in certain things. But please, please, please give perhaps mathematics, percentages. Perhaps you're great at that. Probably. So we complement each other. But please, no way that I've made millions in the past 3 years. You made millions, 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 and not give for food security. Not give for food security for women's sports leagues for LGBTQ issues. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Please, please, please. Calling all for the implementation of my Trinity theories. And now we're gonna listen to few minutes. Please give. I hope they're gonna say I love you to the workers. At least love you, love you, love you. At least once. DRT, 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 DRT. My dead refuting theory. 200 million you invested. Give 10%. 10% of 200 is two, right? You can give for full security. Hope you gave some of that 200 million. Thank you. If 10%, Mr. Western. 10%. 10%. To be continued. To be continued. To be. Never delete.